Former U.S. President Jimmy Carter, a man who redefined public service and left an indelible mark on the world, passed away on Sunday at the age of 100. His death was confirmed by his son, Chip Carter, who stated that the former president died peacefully at his home in Plains, Georgia, at 3:45 p.m. Carter had entered hospice care in February 2023, marking the beginning of his final chapter after a life dedicated to service, peace, and humanity. As the longest-living president in American history, his journey spanned a century of challenges, triumphs, and profound contributions to society. Born James Earl Carter Jr. on October 1, 1924, in the small rural town of Plains, Georgia, he was the eldest of 4 children. His father, Earl Carter, was a farmer and businessman deeply rooted in the community, while his mother, Lillian Gordy Carter, worked as a nurse and instilled in him the values of compassion and care. These early influences shaped Carter into a man who would later dedicate his life to serving others. A graduate of the U.S. Naval Academy, Carter excelled in the elite ranks of the Navy's nuclear submarine program under Admiral Hyman Rickover. His promising naval career, however, was cut short when his father's death compelled him to return to Georgia in 1953. Taking over the family farm, he became deeply involved in local and state politics, beginning with a seat on the school board and later as a state senator. By 1970, Carter had been elected governor of Georgia, laying the foundation for his meteoric rise to the presidency. Carter's ascent to the White House in 1976 was nothing short of improbable. As a relatively unknown figure on the national stage, his campaign emphasized honesty, transparency, and a commitment to restoring faith in government after the Watergate scandal. Defeating incumbent Republican President Gerald Ford, Carter was inaugurated in January 1977, famously walking hand-in-hand with his wife Rosalind and their daughter Amy down Pennsylvania Avenue, signaling a fresh start for the nation. As president, Carter championed human rights, environmental preservation, and peace. His administration's crowning achievement came in 1978 with the Camp David Accords, a historic peace agreement between Egypt and Israel that still stands as a testament to his diplomatic acumen. Domestically, he worked to expand the national park system and promote energy independence, though his term was also marked by economic challenges, political resistance, and the Iran hostage crisis. The latter, which saw 52 Americans held captive for 444 days, overshadowed much of his presidency and contributed to his defeat by Ronald Reagan in 1980. Returning to Plains after his single term, Carter embarked on what many consider his most impactful chapter, his post-presidency. Alongside Rosalind, he founded the Carter Center in Atlanta, an organization dedicated to promoting democracy, resolving conflicts, and eradicating diseases worldwide. Carter also became a global icon of philanthropy through his hands-on involvement with Habitat for Humanity, building homes for those in need. Carter's tireless efforts earned him the Nobel Peace Prize in 2002, among numerous other accolades, including the Presidential Medal of Freedom. His and Rosalind's legacy extended far beyond politics, touching millions of lives through initiatives in public health, human rights, and community service. The Carters' partnership was one of the longest-lasting and most admired in American history. Married for 77 years, they were an inseparable team in their personal and professional lives. Rosalind Carter passed away in November 2023, just months before her husband, leaving behind a shared legacy of compassion and commitment. Jimmy Carter's life story is a testament to the power of humility, resilience, and a relentless drive to make the world a better place. His legacy will endure for generations through the work of the Carter Center and the countless lives he touched. He is survived by his children, Amy, Chip, Jack, and Jeff, 11 grandchildren, and 14 great-grandchildren. Carter once said, My faith demands that I do whatever I can, wherever I can, whenever I can, for as long as I can, with whatever I have, to try to make a difference. Indeed, he lived those words, leaving a legacy that will inspire the world for centuries to come.